It's one of my goals as a homemaker to clean a different room or space in my house every single day. Today I'm doing the kitchen. Normally my oldest does do the kitchen, but it's my turn and I'm going to be doing a deep clean on the dishes and the sink so that it can be beautiful and clean and organized. So if you're ready to come along with me and do some dishes, let's do this. As a part of my nighttime routine, I always load the dishwasher and make sure that the sink is empty so that way I can have a fresh start. So I'm just going to go ahead and empty out the dishwasher, putting the dishes away where they go with a little help of my baby boy. One of the ways you can get a really good clean in your dishwasher is using a quality detergent. I really like the Cascade Platinum pods. It makes it really easy and I think that I get a very good clean and no need for an ugly container. I use these Pioneer Woman containers that my daughter got me for Christmas to make it a little more beautiful. Besides using a really good detergent, you want to make sure that you're not overloading your dishwasher, making sure that the little sprayers can get to everything. And then cleaning out your filter in the bottom of the dishwasher is another really good way. I usually clean it out every few cleans or every few times that I run the dishwasher just to make sure nothing's clogging it up. And then the last thing is you want to make sure that you are leaving some of the residue of the food on the dishes. You do not want to like clean and rinse everything off because then there's nothing for the detergent to stick to and you will probably get a more cloudy residue on your dishes from the soap instead of the soap clinging to the dirt and everything. So you want to make sure that you scrape things off and you get anything like any chunks or big pieces off of there, but leave the residue of the food on it, and that will help your soap do its job and make sure you get a really good clean. And for your silverware and things like that to be cleaned really well, you want to make sure that you are kind of arranging them in a way that like spoons aren't getting stuck together and getting blocked. Again, you don't want to overload it, but also you want to kind of spread them out sporadically, like forks, spoons, straws, those kind of things randomly, so that way that not all like things are together and they're not blocking the streams from spraying them. Because I have a few things that need to be hand washed, like bottles, the nipples of the bottles and the different pieces, and just some random things that don't fit into the dishwasher or too big. I don't want to block anything, like I don't want to block the flap from the soap opening up to do its job. I also don't want to block the sprayers, and so like that cereal container that you had seen in there is too big. So I'm just using some soapy water to soak the bottle pieces and the sippy cups, and then hand washing the things that just don't fit or are not, great to put into the dishwasher. And don't be afraid to allow the garbage disposal to do its job. Make sure that you rinse it all down, get it down in there, and use water. I like to use hot water to run it all down to make sure that it does a great job. There are things that you shouldn't be putting down there, but for the most part, it's not going to hurt it. And then a good way to clean out your garbage disposal is using a little bit of baking soda and some vinegar while running it, and then some ice and cold water to help sharpen and keep the blades clean is another good little tip to do for your garbage disposal health. And while you're taking care of that garbage disposal, if you have any extra lemon peels or rinds on hand, or you like some lemon water, go ahead and toss your lemons down there as well, because they are antimicrobial and they will deodorize and sanitize your garbage disposal. So if there's anything kind of like funky or getting gross down there, or you've just used it a lot with some food, it's just a nice way to make sure that your garbage disposal is healthy as well as deodorized and doing its job without stinking up the place. I love this little bundle that I have that I'm using here with the multiple tools on it for the scrubbing of bottles, sippy cups, or straws. There's different sizes and shapes and lengths, and it just makes it a lot easier when hand washing, because bottles can kind of get gross and smelly, and same thing with sippy cups. When you're not just using water in them, they can, kind of have some residual smells and things. And so using these little scrubbers helps me get in all the nooks and the crannies crannies of it. If you're interested in checking out the little scrubby tool that I have, I'll go ahead and link it down in the description for you. It does make cleaning these items a lot easier, and it's even good for your like straws for your cups. I don't know if you're like me, but I like a good sippy cup with a straw for adults, like my Starbucks cup here that I'm washing, and this also helps get into the nooks and crannies of those as well. Since we're giving tips, another way that you can keep your kitchen smelling fresh, if you get a musty, dusty smelling sponge, making sure that you rinse and squeeze out all of the soap, that it's not sitting on there, that'll really help. Now that we've gotten all of our dishes done, it's time to clean this sink. As you can see, it is dirty, and my favorite tool for the job is some scrub, like some soft scrub, and my Scrub Daddy. I like this convenience of the scrub paste with the Scrub Daddy, that it fits perfectly in there. I do probably prefer Barkeeper's Friend to this scrub paste, but it works really well either way. And the Scrub Daddy, I think, is the part that makes the difference. So if you haven't tried a Scrub Daddy, you should definitely do that. I'll link that down also in the description, but it really helps me get those silver scrapes, like I said, off of my sink, and it just looks beautiful. Now, how much better does this sink look? Look at the difference of the two sides. Gross. Anyways, here it is all finished. If you'd like to learn more homemaking tips, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!